The Detroit Pistons just got what could be the biggest win of the last decade for the franchise. They were just so resilient and they overcame a lot. They basically were put in the exact same situation that they were in game 1, but this time they had to come through and they had to close things out, or else they were looking at a 2-0 deficit and basically the series was pretty much over if they lost this game. But nope, Cade Cunningham and a bunch of guys came through in the clutch. I have so much to talk about. JB Biggerstaff was great with his adjustments, and I'm so glad to see him be successful in the playoffs when the lights are the brightest, because I'm a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. So obviously I have those ties there. Sorry guys, I'm brand new to doing this style of video. Usually I just do voiceovers. This is one of the first times I've really just had the camera in front of me, so I'm not going to try to like stare you guys to death. I gotta like move my eyes around and stuff. It's good practice. But yeah man, so many guys executed and made huge plays because it would have been easy to be rattled, let's be honest. This game was in the Garden, the Knicks had a 1-0 lead, and Brunson was just flopping all over the place. I cannot stand his game. I guess I didn't realize how bad it is now because I'm a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, as I mentioned, and we did play the Knicks in the playoffs, but his flopping and his foul baiting has evolved to like a James Harden level. It's crazy. I almost think it's bad for the game. It's just... I don't know. That's the thing I want to talk about another day. I want to focus on the Pistons, but I'm sure as a Pistons fan, you have to be pissed off about it because it just makes basketball unwatchable. He'll like charge into somebody with a full head of steam and then just randomly will fall to the floor and a whistle will be blown. It's just the most annoying thing ever. In this video, I want to break down how the Pistons were able to pull off this win and tie the series and get home court advantage back in their favor, and also what to look for the rest of this series now that we've seen 2 games in action. But before I do begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and with your support, I believe that we can get there super fast. Alright, so Cade Cunningham was amazing in this game. He put on his hero cape. I know Thibodeau made a joke about that with Jalen Brunson because for some reason he always goes to the locker room in the 4th quarter. It was a good joke, but nonetheless, Cade Cunningham was the real hero of this game. And it was the complete opposite of how he performed in game 1 because he really did struggle, I'll admit it, in that game. The jitters definitely got to him, but it wasn't just him, it really was just the whole entire team. But game 2 was a different story, and once the Pistons got off to a lead, obviously the Knicks were going to throw punches, but they never folded. The game even ended up being tied, but then Dennis Schroeder hit one of the biggest shots of his career to take a 3-point lead, and that was the knockout punch. Alright, let's break down some plays from this game. Here we got Cade Cunningham running the floor in transition. He gets the screen, goes around it. He throws it to Hardaway, who then is ready to swing it and make the extra pass to Tobias Harris in the corner. And really, if the Pistons want to win this playoff series, one of the biggest X factors is going to be if Tobias Harris can continue to knock down open shots, because really he is just that guy that gets a lot of open shots. He's like the unaccounted for man, while Cade Cunningham draws most of the attention. The Pistons love to play fast, but in control, and they were able to get out in transition a lot in this game. And that was the biggest reason why I think Cade Cunningham was so comfortable and was so settled in this game, because he played how he naturally does. Right here, he just goes right into the chest of Josh Hart and is able to get the easy finish. This is Pistons basketball. You don't have to overcomplicate things. You just get the job done. You put the ball in the basket. Another way to beat the Knicks is by getting second chance points. Here, the 3-point shot goes up, misses, but bounces high off the rim, and Jalen Brunson is right there to grab the rebound in traffic, and when you get an offensive rebound, somebody is going to be open. This time it was Tobias Harris, and he needs to knock down this shot, but nonetheless, I wanted to show this play because Jalen Brunson is one of the biggest X factors in that paint for the entire series. I think he has the most fight in him out of anyone. I know Mitchell Robinson can be a dog sometimes, but I think the Pistons play with a lot more grit than the Knicks. Even though Thibs is definitely a guy that coaches grit, I think the Pistons, especially in this game, showed more of it, and they're definitely going to at home when they rally around that crowd, man. It is going to be fun to watch. I'm sorry guys, I'm starting to realize how difficult breaking down game film is without a script. I've only done it a couple of times before this, so I'm trying to do my best. I'm definitely going to get better. Everyone starts from somewhere, but again, I apologize if this isn't like the best in terms of like the X's and O's, but I'm gonna get there. Now here, I just wanted to show this play because this is playoff Dennis Schroeder stepping up and knocking down a 3 because Brunson didn't want to step up on him. he can make this shot. I know he got cut and he's kind of been passed around the league, but he still is a quality player that can knock down those shots in big moments because he's been through it all. No moment is going to be too big for him at this point. I know he's kind of like a meme because he passed up all that money with the Lakers, but still, he is an impactful player and Detroit is going to need him to continue to step up the rest of this series. In terms of the numbers from this game, Cade Cunningham played 42 big minutes. Basically, he didn't sit. He only sat 6 minutes. He had 33 points with 12 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. He was +5 in terms of plus minus and was an efficient 11 of 21 from the field. He was nearly perfect from the free throw line and was 1 of 4 from behind the arc. And then Tobias Harris played 43 minutes. He actually led the team in minutes, and I think JB Bickerstaff did that for a reason. He just has the most experience. He had 15 points with 13 rebounds, and he was +8, and he was an efficient 6 of 11 from the field. Again, if he can continue that, that is going to go a long way towards the Pistons actually making a deep run. Jalen Brunson played 36 minutes. He had 12 and 13, and he had 3 big blocks. He was huge defensively. He didn't shoot the ball a lot. He only took 4 shots and made 3, but he was a perfect 6 of 6 from behind the line. And then Thompson, he played 20 minutes and had 5 points and 5 rebounds and 2 steals, but he eventually fouled out early. And then Tim Hardaway Jr., he definitely needs to step it up. He really struggled in this game. He was one of the reasons why the Knicks stayed in it. He was 0 of 8 from the field with 0 points. In terms of bench play, like I said, Dennis Schroeder was an animal. He played 29 minutes, had 20 points with 2 rebounds and 3 assists, and he really just took command of the offense and settled things down when the Pistons looked kind of rattled because of their youth. He was 6 of 10 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, and 3 of 5 from behind the arc, and he made some big time shots. Malik Beasley also was a guy who struggled. He played 30 minutes, and he's gonna need to step up his game because he only had 9 points on 2 and 9 shooting, but he was +7, so when he was on the court, the Pistons gained ground. And then Reed, he was +13 and had 6 points in 11 minutes. So overall, this was just a huge win for the Pistons in so many ways. Now they have home court advantage for the rest of the series. Now they know they can beat the Knicks on the biggest stage. They did it in the regular season, but still, you want to prove it when things really matter, and they just did. And if they use this same formula, I think they can make this a 6 or 7 game series. I really do. And as long as they have a chip in a chair, anything can happen. That's all I really have to say for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this game. Here's what some of the guys had to say in their post-game interviews.
We did what we were supposed to do, and that was it. To win a game on the road, to get home court was what we came here for. So we approached it with a business-like mentality and learned from the fourth quarter the other night, but we just did what we were supposed to do. Again, we'll talk about that this summer. We got bigger things we're out here for. So our focus, and that's why our guys have been able to grow and been consistent, is because they just think about the now. And I thought they did a great job tonight staying in the moment and doing what we needed to do.
Thank you all so much if you made it to this point in the video. And if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know what you would like to see next. And until then, I will see you all later.